Welcome to the Idiotically Armed, Armed and Dangerous podcast with your hosts, Matt and Zach, where they talk about guns, life, cars, and every funny day-to-day story. Let's go ahead and get the show started.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to the Idiotically Armed, Armed and Dangerous podcast. We are your hosts, Matt and Zach.
What the fuck was I, bitch?
Yeah, you're left.
You just went fucking straight for it.
Yeah, because last time you
Oh man, I sounded
like a robot.
And Matt, like, I had one line. Welcome, guys. Episode 3. We've done 2 successful episodes. We're doing pretty damn good.
Yeah.
We don't have a guest host this time. Guest host last time talked about touching wieners in the back of wagons.
Yeah.
Can't live that one down. It's on the internet forever. Multiple platforms.
Yeah, Rachel wasn't too happy about that one.
For those who are unaware, Rachel is Zach's very long-time girlfriend of 8 years.
Yep.
Who was very loving.
Yeah.
But didn't love that.
I don't blame her. I didn't love that either.
No, but
That sucked.
Hey, listen. Over here at Idiotically Armed, we don't hide anything from people.
Bullshit. You hide shit from people all the time.
Like what?
Like the chlamydia you have.
I don't have chlamydia. You fucking... Now I can't unlive that.
Yeah, well, shit happens. And you die.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Another one, we had a Q&A on Thursday. Every Thursday, people. Social media events. On my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, there is a Q&A. I'm not going to tell you who you are on the podcast, so don't be afraid to ask me a question. Questions aren't hard. People ask them all the time. Like their gender. They question that shit a lot.
Jesus Christ.
We're already starting out with transphobia.
Yeah, no, it's... see, that word bothers the shit out of me. Because that means afraid of. And I'm not afraid of... I'm not afraid of any sundaughter out there.
Great oogly boogly. I identify
scared,
as a
like,
Black & Decker toaster.
I'm not scared of anything out there.
Yeah.
That's... No, just... I don't like you.
Yeah, it's not transphobic. It's more like
Yeah, it's... We don't... Okay, let me take that back. It's not that I don't like you. It's... I don't like what you stand for.
No, it's not.
You have to push it on everybody, and everybody has to cater to your feelings.
Like, I don't genuinely give a shit what you call yourself. I personally identify as an attack helicopter, and my nickname is Apache. But, you know, now that I've done in the make-believe world...
Especially with that big-ass forehead.
Yeah, dude, that's my radar sensor. But, you know,
You're like a dolphin.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. I don't like it being shoved on me. Like, I'm not going to call you whatever you want to be called. If you're dressed up like a fucking dog, your pronouns are not weird. That's your pronoun, weird. Because
that motherfucker right there is weird.
I don't care what you call yourself behind closed doors or whatever you want to be. It doesn't matter to me, but don't push it so fucking hard on me. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Especially here in Orlando, where there's a ton of them. They always say that, like, it's a minority. But those minorities are very, very heavy in certain areas. Orlando's one of them.
I mean, there's schizophrenic people that play in cat shit, but we don't call them whatever they want.
Yeah.
Just saying. But, all right, done with that rant. Now that we've attacked the LGBT whatever LMNOP QRS group, start off the show on a hard one. We just lost all of our gay viewers. Sorry.
No, we got at least one.
Shout out to him. He knows who he is. We're going to start with a funny story of the week from work, something that we've seen, obviously. You'd be surprised how much dumb shit me and Zach see. We lost it last week because of the guest. I'm going to let you think, because I know which one mine is.
Oh, so do I.
Oh, okay.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
it's definitely got to be one of the schizophrenics that just recently got fired from work.
Okay, well, you started your story, so just continue running with it.
No, so my company has hired in this dude, fresh out of jail. You know, didn't have a pot to piss in.
Love that.
His first thing that he said to me, mind you, I didn't know he was getting hired at all. And the first thing that he had said to me was, "Hey, you got Cash App?" And I'm like, "What in the fuck did you just say?" Like, no hi, my name is, or anything. Like, your first words out of your mouth is, "Do I have Cash App?" In a way that I could not understand you saying, "Do you have Cash App?"
Ebonics.
Yeah. So I don't have Cash App because it's a shitty ass company.
Yeah.
That taxes you at the end of the year if they see any kind of difference in your if they see a what is the word, pattern.
Yeah,
in
if you're a
the way
drug
that
dealer,
you're having money transferred over to you. If they see a pattern, then
you have to pay taxes.
They will 1099 your ass. Yeah, good going, government.
Yeah, they just want the drug dealers, man. That's all they want. But continue. Guy asked you if you want Cash App.
No, he was a complete knucklehead. Told the company that he did concrete and all this other shit, and then whenever it actually came time for him to get on the job site, he did nothing. Like, the only thing he could do is check his phone, talk on his phone, and sit in the truck because the heat was too much for him. A complete piece of shit.
His last job was holding the slow sign.
No, his last job
was
playing PUD in the middle of Jacksonville jail.
GG.
Yeah.
They wanted that diversity hire and that tax break real bad. So
it's not really a diversity hire because we have all kinds of different people there. There's more minorities there than there are regular white folks.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a tax break because he was a felon.
Yeah. He worked there for a total of a month, and he missed his entire second week. So he got fired after 3 weeks of working there. And it was a very pleasant day.
To see him get fired?
Yes, absolutely.
He's just like, bye.
That guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah?
He got all of us for cash. He got $20 from me. He got $40 from Louie. He got a bunch of cash from the other guys, and the company bought him $200 worth of food and shit. Although they got to take their money out of the check, and we didn't. Luckily, me and Louie got paid, but all the other guys got a good old handshake and a job well done.
It's because Louie's 63 years old and could break a Honda over his knee.
Yeah, that's a
beefcake. That's a hard man to like. Hey man, you got my $40? Nah. Oh shit. Like your knees are gonna look like ostriches after.
Yeah, you're gonna look a little funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my really shitty funny thing at work because he was just so surprised that he got fired. Oh, and on Friday I ran into him at a job that we were doing a debris pickup. And the dude he had just got with a snow bunny, his words, that lived in one of our communities at the same community I was doing a debris pickup. And he stood there talking to us saying, "I just want to get my job back. Hey, man, you got $2 for me?" And all that other shit while I'm sitting here throwing away 12 mattresses, 13 mattresses, breaking a bunch of dressers and stuff into tiny little chunks and pieces and throwing couches. Yeah, just bothering the shit out of me. So I was just making fun of him the whole time.
You're a bully. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck it.
I would do the same thing.
Send it.
Fucking full send. So this week was great. I'm on light duty. Obviously, we talked about my finger. Well, everybody knows about that. So I don't work in the back anymore at my shop. I'm working up front as a glorified valet. My title is sound specialist. I drive cars that make noises. For those who are unaware, cars fucking always make noises. So that's a very interesting position. But I was driving a car. They were asking me, "Hey man, drive this car from the dealership to 30, 45 minutes away and come back." I'm not going to give the locations because I don't care. But it's a truck, and they didn't tell me what was wrong with it. They just said drive it. It does funny things when you drive it. And then I come and find out that I grabbed the work order. I grabbed the work order sitting in the passenger seat, and it says, When on acceleration, car shudders at 70. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking interesting. So I go and hop on the illustrious on-ramp, dump the fucking gas, and no oil pressure. Car turns off. Mid doesn't fucking slow down at all. Just continues to barrel forward. I have no power, no control, and I'm just sending it up a fucking on-ramp onto incoming traffic. I'm like, wow, this is fucking interesting. That doesn't sound like a fucking shudder to me.
That sounds like broken.
Oh, well, I mean, if it comes to the dealership and it's not here for an oil change, it's fucking broken. So I was like, okay, I regained power. The car randomly restarted. And I went, 35 minutes to see if it'd do it again. And all I could think to myself is, where the fuck am I going to pull over? If I get stuck, where the fuck am I pulling over? Because this is going to be interesting. And I knew it was bad when my boss handed me a card, a business card. And I didn't look at it. I just put it in my pocket. I didn't realize what it was.
Was it a towing person?
It was a fucking tow truck company. I said, you motherfucker. So I get back and I go, you need to rewrite this ticket. The service advisor's like, why? I was like, it ain't a fucking shutter. He goes, what is it? I go, the fucking car turns off. He goes, oh. I go, yeah, that would have been fucking great to know before I drove it 40 minutes away. He's like, didn't my boss hand you a card? I go, yeah. He goes, wasn't that the tow truck company? I said, I wonder why he handed it to me. Thanks. And then that was it. So I almost got stranded for a couple hours. It was fun.
Builds character.
Dude, I was butthole puckering the entire way after it, the on-ramp.
What kind of truck was it?
Ord E-150. I don't want to dox myself. Okay, it's a Ford F-150. I don't give a fuck. Had the 2.7 liter eco shit in it. Not a bad motor, but when it breaks, it breaks.
It breaks hard.
Oh, yeah. Built Ford tough. Tough as fucking a paper bag that's sitting in the rain. But love that company. Hate that fucking motor. What do we have next on the list? Oh, we've been doing things on the internet.
What kind of things?
Twitch. We've been streaming. We kind of brought it up in the first episode, but
yeah, we couldn't really elaborate too much on it.
But now we have conformed our brains. We think of an idea, and now we're going to run with it even harder.
Which is funny, because the only person that has access to our Twitch is you.
Correct. That'll be changed very soon.
Yeah, right. I have my own Twitch, so we are going to link both of them.
Correct. My Twitch name on this platform is Idiotically Armed, obviously. Makes sense. Zach's is Sniper Wolf 1157. He's the OG Sniper Wolf. Don't come for him. All right. Shut the hell up.
I was doing the Sniper Wolf name well before that bimbo did.
Yeah, she sucks at video games anyway. But
she doesn't actually play them. There was this whole thing where her boyfriend plays them and she just acts like she does. I don't know if it's true or not, but
solid.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah. So we're also going to do another thing where we're going to branch a little bit away from our content that we already have. We're going to step in either direction. Me and Zach are both going to create personal gaming channels. And we're going to, this is within the next week, probably by the next episode, there will be 2 channels up with both of our names. All right?
I've actually already got mine.
I have mine, but I just haven't set it up completely.
Yeah, mine's completely set up. It's just ready for me to actually start doing them. Okay. And it'll primarily be shorts. We aren't doing anything that is going to be long form on there, mainly because all of our long form stuff will be done on our Twitch. Yeah. But we're gonna try to do shorts. We're testing the waters to see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. We're poking the bear.
Yeah, we're trying to get everything figured out. We've been doing a lot of research, a lot of testing here and there, a lot of R&D on how all these companies and their algorithms actually work.
Yeah, man.
And it's actually been paying off.
Yeah.
Matt's been doing a ton of research.
Fuck me. Ton.
Well, you don't have shit to do other than be your,
sound guy. We're not going to say where I do my R&D, but yes, I have done a motherfuck ton of R&D on analytics, format, algorithm, the fucking whole 9 yards, and some of it's kind of worked. But yeah.
Yeah, so
You're gonna plug your channel? That was like a perfect layup.
So mine is the Otaku Marksman, because I am a huge fan of anime.
Gesundheit.
And I also do a lot of shooting.
Mine's just gonna be my fucking name. It's gonna be
Mine is not going to be my name, mainly because I don't want it tied back to me.
It's not like you're playing fucking porn video games. You're just playing fucking...
Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Well, we learned today that porn is filmed in 4K ultra wide.
No, it's well, actually, yeah, it is. Yeah. So our buddy gotta take a look at my new monitor, and it's a 21:9 aspect ratio. So it always has black bars on the sides.
Yeah, I don't play in ultra wide.
Yeah, so they actually have porn that is shot in 21:9 somehow, some way, doesn't look stretched. So that was funny. That was the first thing that he checked out. I was like, hey, let's put on this game, and he's like, Pornhub.
I mean, hey, man.
There's only 3 dudes in the entire place.
I didn't want to be associated as one of the people, but hey.
Yeah, it was a sausage fest in my studio area.
Listen, it's okay. Here's the simple fact. None of our dicks were out. We were doing this purely for research.
Hopefully none of us caught a chub.
No.
I know I didn't.
I didn't.
Especially looking at the back of your bald ass head.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that mine is the anti-Viagra for you.
Yep.
Okay. That's nice. So, yeah. By next week, we will have our own individual YouTube channels for video games and shorts. It's going to be like funny haha mini videos that you see through TikTok and shorts of just us in video games. Because a lot of dumb shit happens to us. For some reason, shit just attracts to us. So we just planned on creating that and just seeing where it goes.
Yeah. Mine's primarily going to be shorts of me shitting all over the people in Call of Duty. That is going to be a good majority of my content. I might have some Destiny stuff on there as well. Maybe a little bit of Helldiver stuff, but primarily Call of Duty for sure. So I'm gonna hit people up with that Call of Booty.
See, now this is where I become the diversity person here. I play a lot of different video games, but mostly mine is going to be either Hell Let Loose or something of that nature. Because I just like Hell Let Loose too much.
Well, you did get the Hitman thing.
I did get Hitman Absolution, and that game is great, but I don't know if I could be haha funny. Well, I mean, we'll see. Who knows? To the next subject. Oh, we're going to plug in for a second. Hey, guys, for those who are unaware, if you're listening to this anything other than Spotify, that actually hurts us. So please, for the love of God, if you can, go to the link in the link tree and go to the Spotify. Please like, follow, and give us comments on them. The Spotify algorithm works like this. The more you view it on that platform, the closer we get to monetization. I am not handing myself out and asking for money. What I'm asking for is for someone else to give me money. And us, because this is not free. None of this is free.
We have a lot of money tied up into this. Way too much money. Like, I was going over how much money I have spent on most of this shit, and I need to make something.
Yes, we both need to make something. In audio equipment alone, I have invested over $1,500, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for someone who's getting nothing out of this, it does cost us money. I just picked up 2 $600 lenses to film stuff for our videos. Anything helps, okay? Also Patreon. Patreon helps us as well. But please, if you're on Spotify, please go listen to this on Spotify. Yes, it will be on YouTube. I'm not going to take that away from you, but if you can, try to listen to it on Spotify. It helps us out a lot more. Into the next part. The next part is a Q&A, so if you want to... I'm going to give you the paper this time. You can read the questions.
Okay.
Again, there's only one person on this list that didn't care about not being anonymous, but for the most part, everything else is anonymous. Again, Thursdays, all day, give me something to work with.
I don't even know what the hell that says.
That says old and modern. It's in hieroglyphs. You're not going to be able to read it.
Alrighty, so for the first question, we have... Out of the guns owned, which is your favorite and why?
So I talked to the person that asked that question, and the person was saying, out of the guns we have owned and now, which ones are our favorite?
So this is previous plus current.
Yeah, whatever we've actually physically bought, shot, and sold, and or own now. I'm going to give you a second.
Shot, and sold. So if I have to say shot, the most iconic one would be the M110.
Yeah, the Knight's M110. I mean, that takes the cake for a lot of things because that gun doesn't really
But
exist.
I don't want to count that one because I only shot it once.
No, when they meant shot, they meant it as in, like, we've actually played with it and like own it and do stuff like that.
Well, I definitely ran some rounds through it, but if I had to go for it, it would definitely be either my RPR or my Mark 18 for sure.
You son of
like,
a bitch.
I love both of those guns. I don't shoot my Mark 18 nearly as much as I should, mainly because 55 cents a round sucks, and I can run through rounds like fat kids run through cake. But
why'd you stare at me so intensely when you said that? Fuck you, bitch.
Because I'm looking at those C cup titties sitting on my couch,
and you're looking like a whole ass B cup. Shut the fuck up.
You're right, but at least I'm a B cup with muscle.
Why your nipples hard? What the fuck you trying to say? Okay. So for me, out of all the guns I've owned,
well, it said you didn't even let me finish.
Oh shit! Okay, my bad.
It said those guns and why. So for the RPR, that's my Ruger precision rifle in 308.
Break it down. What is it used for?
It is for long range precision shooting. So
yeah.
I go to a range out in Leesburg, and I do a lot of long range shooting. A significant amount of long range shooting, especially with the 2-gallon bags of Federal gold medal match brass I have sitting in my closet.
Federal sponsor us, please, because it ain't cheap.
At $40 a box, $36 a box. I've got 2-gallon full bags.
Mind you,
ammo brass.
Those boxes are only filled with how many?
20. Got
exactly.
20 rounds per box.
$40 for $20 rounds.
Yeah, so I love doing long range shooting. Not only is it extremely soothing, but it really tests your skill and how good you are with
hitting a target.
No, with
ballistics.
With just being precise on a rifle. Like, it's easy to stand there and just shoot a target from 20 to 50 yards. I could do that shit with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
But when you're shooting a target you could barely see through glass, and you can hear that ping happen.
Yeah, you're sub 700 yards and you're hitting something. You're putting Lyndon B. Johnson in office. I mean, it's pretty damn aggressive. It really takes it out of you. Also, I own an RPR, but that's not my gun. That's not my go-to.
I know what his go-to gun is.
I don't know which one he's gonna think I'm saying.
But yeah, my Mark 18 is my running gun rifle. It is my, if shit hits the fan, that is what I'm grabbing. Obviously, got to keep it suppressed. Got to keep that thing on me.
Got to keep that thing on. NFA.
I shoot both of those suppressed. Because if you are not shooting suppressed, you suck at life, Matthew.
Yeah. Fuck off, man. Fuck off, dude. I can work with unsuppressed, suppressed. I've done it both. I mean,
but you ain't got a suppressor.
So I have friends.
Go get one.
I have friends that have suppressors.
That's cool. Go get one.
I'm just waiting.
You can't even run any of my cans on your chosen rifle. No, you can't.
I can run it on the RPR exactly because we have the same exact gun.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the other one you're going to choose.
That actually wasn't going to be my go-to, but
oh really?
Yeah.
You weren't going to choose your SR-15?
No, shout out to Knights. They're real. I mean, you can call me a fanboy. I don't give a fuck what you say. But
you are a fanboy.
I don't give a fuck.
It's justified.
It's quality. It's.
I don't own any Knights stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, I take that back.
Yes, you do.
I do have a Knights part.
Yes, you do. You do have a Knights part.
It is my QD backplate.
Yes, and those QD backplates by themselves are about $80. So yes, my SR-15, for those who are unaware, is a military contracted assault weapon, as the political sense would call it. It's not. It's just an AR. What?
Give me it.
Give what?
I forgot. I'm reading these out.
Okay. No, that wasn't going to be my go-to. My go-to was going to be probably my Smith & Wesson VTAC 9. That is actually my favorite gun that I own. That gun is not going to go anywhere.
That has a phenomenal trigger.
That gun, for those who are unaware, Smith & Wesson partnered with Vikings Tactical and created a pistol called the VTAC 9. It's not very common on the general, seeing it every day today. It looks like a standard desert tan M&P 2.0, but it has a super upgraded trigger in it and holographic night sights, and it's just, it fucks. It fucks. But obviously my SR15 would be my second favorite. It's the thing I keep next to my bed, so if you ever break into my house, good luck.
Get got.
You gonna get fucked.
Get got, goon.
You gonna get fucked with them tap rounds that are in it too.
Mm.
Yeah. But no, SR15 and then my VTAC 9 is my two build pistols, and obviously he talked about the RPR. I love my RPR, but we have two carbon copy builds.
You need to shoot it more. No, they're not carbon copies.
For the most part, they are.
I've got a level on there, and then I have the MPA grip on mine.
Yeah, that's right. He did the 90.
The only thing that we're sharing is glass and the muzzle device
and the entire gun
and the gun. But I'm saying, like,
you have a little bit more upgrades than I have, but
I've also been on it a lot more than you have.
That's not true.
Bullshit.
That is not true.
Bullshit.
That is not true.
That is definitely true.
I have many, many, many hours behind that rifle.
That is awesome. I have many, 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 many more rounds than you do behind the rifle.
Again,
for the last year, I've been trying to get you to go out there, and you haven't been. And for the last year, I've been going every month, sometimes twice a month.
Okay,
we're gonna get you out there. I need you to be out there with me. You're supposed to be my partner in shooting.
Yeah, I mean.
I think we'll be good now. We're gonna get your ass out there. Because you can shoot that even with your finger all messed up the way it is.
We tested it. I can shoot anything with my finger. Maybe a pistol might be the biggest hiccup.
Yeah, you might feel that in the bone a little bit.
Yeah.
Every time the recoil hits, but the RPR, as long as you hit your bag.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure that part out. What's the next question?
So.
Oh, by the way, I can now say who that was because. She didn't want to know, but now it's Rachel.
Yeah, no, I figured that because she wouldn't have asked anything about automotive.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's on anonymous, but okay, go ahead.
So what aspect of the automotive industry was the most interesting? None of it. There's nothing interesting about the automotive industry at all. Now there is something interesting about automotive itself. But the industry sucks.
It sucks. I would say that it's not the automotive industry that is exciting or fun or any of that because it's not. It
is the people you meet.
It is the people you work with, the people
builds.
You meet, and the cars that you see. For the general fact is like I've worked on anything from like, and the people are gonna probably say this is fake, but I have pictures of it, so fight me. But like a Porsche Spider, like the Porsche Spider that the actor Dean died in, forgot his name, but that guy. And I've worked anything from brand new Shelby F-150s all the way down to 65 Lincoln Continentals. But the best part of the automotive industry is that you meet people that are absolutely bonkers out of their fucking mind, put shit that doesn't belong in stuff together, and then you work with a bunch of morons that also enjoy beating the fuck out of stuff and just destroying it. That's just generally... Zach just threw down 2-gallon bags of fucking 308. Wow, that's a lot. He just
This is why I'm broke.
308 has entered the chat. But no, the automotive industry, what was my favorite... So the more breakdown of the question was, which was my favorite section, aftermarket, dealership, or management, because I've done all of it. Managing was fun, but it wanted me... I wanted to beat my head up against a concrete block wall every time I stepped foot in my building. It wasn't fun, but the job itself wasn't fun. But managing stupid morons all day made my day go by quick. But man, did I have fucking headaches.
Yeah.
We already talked about it in the last episode. I was a manager when I used the Get Right stick, so I had to go to that level. These people pushed me there.
Yeah, when I worked in the automotive industry, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Valvoline sucks, and not the lube Valvoline, the full service Valvoline.
You're working outside, man. It sucks. You're in Florida. It's outside. It's hot.
Yeah, I wasn't fortunate enough to have a climate controlled shop, and I am jelly as hell that Matt gets to be. I got to go into his, and I'm like, oh my god, it is so nice in
75 degrees in there all the
these
time.
Cars and not a single smell of fumes.
Nope.
Giant AC units.
Absolutely.
Just pumping. I was like, god damn, man.
But
when I was doing it, I was sweating balls. I felt like I was in a slave ship.
Yeah, but you got to also remember that's not where I came from. You know, I lived in the outside world for 8 years before I found this position where I work inside now. But then I became a manager where I work back inside again. But I was outside for the majority of my career. I was out there in the heat. It sucked. Like, for people that want to become mechanics, that's the one thing I can tell you. What's the worst part of my job? If you work outside, it's not as bad as construction, but it is pretty fucking shitty. All right? Sitting outside in 95-degree heat with a hot-ass car that's like 250 degrees above your head, doing an oil change that's going to burn your hands with third-degree burns, yeah, it's going to fucking suck. So, but, you know, it's not for everybody. The automotive industry isn't for everybody, but if you're going to do it, go all the way. Don't be that guy who stays on the oil change line forever, because that guy's never going to make it anywhere in the world. Ever.
Yeah, it is a dead end for sure if you stay on the lube side.
Yeah, I mean...
Which is why I did my damnedest to get out of it, even though I didn't have any ASEs or anything.
I mean, that's why I, tried my hardest to become manager, is because I wanted to get out of being the wrench turner, but now I'm back to being the wrench turner because you know what else sucks? You know, it sucks a lot.
What is that?
People. Customers in the automotive industry are the biggest cunts of all time. I don't care what you say. Everybody always has a rod up their ass because your car broke, my car drives, your car doesn't, and somehow it's my fucking fault. Like, I get it if you come back and you had a problem before and I said it was fixed and you come back again, it's not fixed, but if your car blew a tire on the side of the highway and you drive up to my shop and bitch at me because your tire exploded, even though I never installed your tire, this is the first time I've ever met you, and it's somehow my fault. No, fuck you. Eat my ass.
Because you gotta eat the booty like groceries.
Yes, you do. Key to life.
All right, so our next question is, would you live on Mars? Simple answer, no.
No.
Whoever asked that's moron.
That's Javi.
Of course.
Yeah, Javi was really stoned when he asked that question, because who answers a question at 1 a.m? Jesus Christ.
2 days after the post was done.
Dude, I do it on Thursdays. He's like, where do I ask the questions? I'm like, I guess now you could just text me and ask me. He's like, asked me a bunch of other random questions that didn't make any sense. I was like, can you just ask me a normal question? He's like, would you live on Mars and give up fast food? And I was like, well, I don't really give a fuck about fast food. No, I wouldn't live on Mars. It's like living in Arizona all the time.
Yeah. No, or it's like living in Florida.
There's no humidity. It's a desert. It's a clay desert.
Maybe.
You know what I love to do? Here's my perfect aspect of living on Mars. I'm going to go take a shit, go to wipe my ass, and there's some kind of Mars sand on the toilet paper. Now I've wiped my ass with 120 grit. What of that part sounds fun? None of it. Yeah.
All right, so the next question is, what is up with your hairline?
That was from Zach. Fuck you, man.
Yep. Well, right now he doesn't really have a hairline because
I'm bald.
Ever since I shaved your head the first time 2 years ago, you've kept it that way, which is nice.
And I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. Bitch, I can grow hair. You can't grow handsome. Suck my dick.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But you skipped that train, too.
Shut up, bitch. Motherfucker. With your
no,
fucking...
I can't even talk shit. My hairline's starting to go as well.
Oh, I see that forehead
what?
crowning.
My hairline started going 10 years after yours did.
Whoop-de-fucking-do, man. But you know what I got? High T levels. Ha-ha.
Yeah. I'm pretty positive I do. The gym shows it.
Shut up, bitch. Fucking stupid bitch.
Are you a tits or ass man?
This one, I don't know who the fuck asked it. I genuinely don't know. It was an anonymous ask on the post. Don't know. Don't know who it is, but you can start this off.
So For a good majority of my life, I have always been a tits guy. I am just now starting to become an ass guy.
Welcome to the 21st century.
Problem area. My girl doesn't have an ass.
Sorry, Rachel.
But she does have some giant knockers, so that keeps me happy.
Fun bags. I've always been an ass man.
Yeah, all of your girls have had small tits but giant asses.
Oh, man.
Well, all but a couple.
All I'm saying is that I don't want to be touching your ass and feel like I'm playing with an 8th grade fucking
He doesn't want to
skeleton.
feel like he's touching his own ass.
Yeah, I don't have an ass. Like I said before, it's shoulder blades and ankles. There ain't no bump in between.
He's trying to compensate.
No, it's generally because I don't want to feel your
Opposites attract.
I don't want to feel your fucking pelvis bones bang up against my legs.
Opposites attract.
Yeah. It's like magnets.
Yeah.
Magnet for my dick.
All right, so this is the last question.
Dun dun dun.
If money is no object, what is the perfect car build? Old, is that or modern or and modern?
And modern.
So I don't really have a perfect car build. I am
But I do.
pretty happy with most cars that I've owned. The only one that I hated was the FRS. But if money wasn't an object,
Because you turned it into a fucking boat.
An old and modern. Modern would be getting a ZL1 and getting it to 1100 horsepower. Street. I want a street drag car. So I've already got an SS1LE. I want a ZL1 1LE, and I would like to do big blower.
Big
blower.
for those
big
who
tire, big blower. Yeah, crazy ass cam.
Oh, one of those ones that it
Nitrous.
sounds like the thing's gonna shut off halfway through the lobe.
Yeah. Nitrous. Like the kind that you can't really drive stick because you burn up your clutch every time it does one full revolution.
It sounds like an old man trying to get out a cough.
And then as far as old, same general concept. I'd be good with like a 700 or 800 wheel horsepower, either 71 Chevelle or some kind of Nova, or second gen, which would be 70 through 72 split front bumper Camaro. That
Jeez.
was always what I was like. That's what always drew me in. I love the circle taillights with the split front bumper.
This
front.
man's sucking Chevy's dick like it's fucking giving him money.
I am a Chevy guy through and through. Unlike Tim, I will never, ever, ever have Ford on my body.
Listen, it's okay. It's fine. You can be wrong. There's okay.
Yeah, they always say first on race day, but I find them more dead on the road than anything else.
Whatever you say. It's funny enough, neither of the cars that I would pick for that are going to be a Ford.
Are they by Ford?
One of them might be by Ford. But my perfect modern build is going to be kind of a homage to where I came from. So, not like personally where I came from. I don't descend from these places, but my perfect car build is actually there's not really a year, but a declassified Mercedes-Benz SL GTR that was declassified from a race car. So it is what would be considered a GT3 Le Mans car. That is a full-fledged race car that makes 750 horsepower and can smoke pretty much anything in a fucking circle. And it's only at the small cost of $250,000. So hit the Patreon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But it's literally a full-built race car that is street legal because it has everything that you need to be street legal. So, fuck your Chevy. Fuck your big blower. Go around a circle. Straight lines are cool. Circles are better.
Yeah, you're right.
Race me on a track.
Where's your circle car? I got one parked outside.
Hit that
Where's your circle car?
Patreon. Please donate to the Patreon to make my dreams come true. Like a Make-A-Wish Foundation. No, I mean, if that was it said money no object, so fuck you. If I had 250, well, probably 275 because it's going to cost me money to get it here. But 250 plus whatever to get it here, I would do it 100%. I love that car. I've been watching that car for years race on Le Mans. spa, everywhere. And I fucking just can't. I can't. It's an iconic look. But classic, I have 2 cars. And one of them is a car that the brand I can't stand. Absolutely can't fucking stand Dodge. But I'd make an exception.
Dodge the father, Ram the daughter.
Fucking Dodge is such a piece of shit car manufacturer. Dodge, I hope you fucking don't exist by like 2030. You're a piece of shit. Crap Pentastar V6s and everything just bother me. But would be a 1969 Plymouth Superbird. Just, I don't know what it is, but I have a hard-on for that big-ass wing. That big fucking wing just gives me a boner every time. I don't know. But the other one, other than that, would be a 1968. Unfortunately, I have to go with Chevy, but Cadillac Coupe de Ville in a hardtop. In a hardtop. That's because of the body lines. It would be either that or a 65 Continental. That's it. I like low and slow. Fast car would be the modern one. Low and slow, so I look like a big pimp.
I like fast regardless.
Nah, dude. The only thing fast about those cars is their gas tank to E. There ain't nothing fast about them. But hey, I look cool as fuck driving them.
Yeah, you look like you fitted them.
Yeah, bro, they had what's called a fat man steering wheel. You know what that is?
Is that the giant bus steering wheels?
No, fat man steering wheel was where the steering wheel flipped forward.
Yeah.
So you could get in and then close. You could pretty much lock yourself in with the steering wheel.
I've seen those.
Yeah, it's called the fat man steering wheel. It was like a upgrade for most car manufacturers back in the day. But what's the? I don't have the list. What's the next topic? Let's get to the topic. I'm Bobby's mom. Shout out, Andrew Santorum.
Kamala Harris.
Oh, fuck.
Going.
God damn it.
Going into office.
People are saying, somebody asked me earlier, I want to know what you guys think. I'm trying not to keep this anywhere form of political, but hey, you asked the questions and we answered the questions, so here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Not at all. Fuck her. Everything she stands on. Anybody that she talks to. Just gone. Please.
I'm about to have a fat electrician moment. Buh! She's a black American who does great things for this country. Name me one good thing she did as an attorney general, and I will personally give you $5. Because what she did during her attorney general reign was she locked up a lot of minorities and used them as prison slaves to make her manufactured goods to up the economy.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit.
Yeah, so
there's a reason why she never made it on the ballot ever.
That's why she never became a senator.
This was their way to get her in.
She was never a senator, was she?
I don't think so. No, I don't. No, she wasn't.
She was an attorney general.
No, Biden picked her up as a diversity thing. He specifically said he was going to get a black female, and he got it. And then now that he doesn't even know if he wiped his own ass right after taking a shit, we kind of all called it. She was their whole goal was to get him out and her in, and they knew they wouldn't get her.
Oh no,
in.
she was a senator of California from 2017 to 2021.
Oh,
so she was a senator, but she was an attorney general for.
Sucks.
Yeah, she was an attorney general for a lot longer. Yeah, she was a senator and a district attorney. She mostly did law stuff for the majority. She only became a senator in 2017. So
yeah, no, fuck her.
So I genuinely don't think that it's a good idea. She under the Biden administration hasn't changed a goddamn thing, and
yeah, she couldn't even follow her one job, which was border shit.
Yeah, that was the one thing that she said during her campaign.
And she did nothing. And now they're saying no, she was never to deal with the border.
Go back to 2021.
Of course they're gonna say that. They don't think that people pay attention and listen.
No, but
I listen to political stuff most days throughout the week. Listening to both sides just so I'm not left in the dark.
See, I don't. For those who are unaware, the people that listen to a specific news company, those people are shamefully ignorant. If you choose to listen to one news channel over the other, you're going to get an undecided bias, and you're going to get a derivative of doctrine just shoved in your fucking mouth.
Yeah, that's why I listen to both.
Yeah, you can formulate your opinions based off both sides, and that's what we're having a problem with in the United States. And to get away from Kamala Harris for a second, remember, we're the United States of America, not the divided states of America. Okay?
No, right now we're definitely the divided states.
100%.
Sure.
But we need a presidential candidate who's going to conform both left and right and appease both sides, because let's be realistic, okay? 9/11 happened, and the day after 9/11, the entire country went into mourning. That wouldn't happen today.
No.
100%.
No, half the country would totally be like, good thing. The other half is like, fuck these guys, pieces of shit. We should go bomb them.
Yeah, you wouldn't have September 12th, which was the day of mourning. You'd have people saying free Iran or free Afghanistan, and then you'd have half the people saying those people are terrorists and they committed a crime on our country.
And they got to go.
Yeah.
I remember when 9/11 happened.
I remember when 9/11 happened too.
I remember specifically sitting in my elementary school when that happened.
I was not in school yet. I was 5.
Yeah, I was in school when that happened. And they turned on the TVs and they were talking about it.
Back when TVs were in each classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. So I don't think it's a good way of this country. You're going to think it's dumb, but little known fact, I didn't want to vote for Trump this year. I'm going to, but I didn't want to originally, because my vote will be wasted if I vote for the person I wanted, which was Robert Kennedy. He has a lot of goals and a lot of ideas that are good.
He doesn't sound like he would last the whole thing.
I get that, but also let's compare. All right, I'm done with these politicians that are fucking almost 90 years old when they get out of office. So Robert Kennedy being 68 years old made it a lot better than the 74-year-old man who has onset dementia, or the other 70-year-old man who doesn't have the healthiest lifestyle.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
but you hear him talk or hear him do it, he sounds like he's struggling day to day.
Yeah, I mean, there's
anytime. So
ask anybody who has a family member with dementia.
A couple different things from him, and he obviously made a lot of good points. But the problem with that is I don't think that he would actually wind up making it on, because he has a lot of the same viewpoints as that one dude.
The Green Party?
No, the
guy who wears a shoe on his head?
No, who the fuck?
Yeah, there's a guy who's been running for, 25 years who wears a boot in his head. I forgot his name. Hold on.
No, the fat bald dude that everybody was canceling just got the one who was talking about the Parkland shooting being fake. I can't remember his name.
Vermin Supreme. That's the guy with the boot in his head.
Yeah, that's not who I was talking about.
Oh, well, he's fucking great.
No, it was I can't remember. You guys, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, if you want to laugh, there's a guy named Vermin Supreme who's run for presidency, I don't know, a fucking ton of times. I mean, like, dude, he's gone to political rallies dressed like this. Like, straight up dressed like this. But, yeah, RFK, as much as I love the ideas that he presents to the table, he doesn't have the majority. So, he wasn't in the debate, wasn't at any of the RNCs or anything.
Won't ever be. Any of those independents won't ever be, like, actually in it.
Yeah, I know.
The only people that are going to be voting for them are people that listen to them, and there's not a lot of them.
Right.
It was kind of like Britain. Britain was, when I talked to him, he wanted to vote for one of the libertarian people.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not going to go anywhere. He's like, I don't care. I'd rather not vote for these other people and vote for the person I want. I was like, I can't disagree with that.
Right.
I definitely wasn't a fan of Trump for sure. But see, I'm a little bit on the side of I like the shock to the system.
Oh yeah.
I think that the shock to the system, him being in there for the first 4 years, was awesome.
Oh, I liked watching the world burn for that.
Except for the fact that he was the worst president for gun control.
Yeah. As being a gun channel,
because he's the whole reason why the ATF started just making rules up as they go.
Right.
With the whole bump stock thing.
Yeah.
And that pissed me off so much because I'm very much a single party issue voter.
I think he's, in this go around, I think he's more...
Or single issue voter.
I really hope the attempted assassination didn't sway his opinion, but I think this go around he's going to understand for not anti-gun lobbying. Like, it's dumb. because the majority of the people that voted for you probably are registered own firearms.
Most of them.
Like the majority. If you were to poll, most of them own firearms. So for you to hit your demographic and sucker punch them in the gut with something dumb.
The only problem that I see with this is that he no longer has to worry about getting reelected after this.
Yeah.
So every time a president goes in for their second term, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, they're not going to. Well, I mean, within legal terms,
I'm saying,
yes.
like, as far as, like, pissing people off, like, they don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, he can mic drop the Senate, the House. He could just, nope, fuck you. Because, let's go back into history, guys, because people that don't, listen to history are bound to repeat it. Obama, second administration. How many times did we close down Congress? Twice. Because he just genuinely didn't give a fuck if they didn't listen to him or not. He just did it. He said, fuck you. He's like, the government can stop. I don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm the president of the United States. What are you going to do? Fuck with me? I just like Trump for the shock factor. Like when he did...
shock factor is my biggest thing.
But
I like the fact that he's a prick.
Al-Hard-Moody, the one of the leaders of Al-Qaeda, that was my favorite thing to hear about what Trump did. You hear about that? Okay, so back in his first term, when Trump was fighting against Al-Qaeda, still, because it still exists, now they have their own country after many, many years of trying to fix that. Thank you, Joe Biden. Al-Hard-Moody was went and had a meeting with Trump, and he went to Trump, and Trump said, hey, you need to stop fucking with the Americans. If you fuck with the Americans one more time, I'm going to kill you. And Al-Hard-Moody started laughing at Donald Trump. Donald Trump reached in his breast pocket of his suit, pulls out a picture, hands it to Al-Hard-Moody, and he turns white as a ghost. You know what that picture was? A picture with a drone from his front door. Trump leaned in and said, fuck with me, I dare you. Or you'll be dead.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Mike dropped the fucking leader of Al-Qaeda and said, fuck you, eat a dick. You know what? Don't fuck with America. And one thing for anybody who's listening to this internationally, don't touch our boats. Don't touch our boats. Pearl Harbor.
Stay far away from our boats.
America's like, touch my boat, bitch. I hope you do. I swear to God, I will start World War III over this motherfucker. But, yeah, political things and all that nature and blah, blah, blah. Whoever you vote for, good for you. Just don't feed me some bullshit. Don't feed me some bullshit rhetoric that I have to now fucking listen to about how you essentially lie about whatever you want to think about. If it doesn't form to your opinion, you lie about it. Enough about the political shit. What's the next topic?
The next topic is Deadpool movie.
Yes, it is.
It came out yesterday.
Yes.
Or Thursday, one of the two.
Fuck, I'm fanboying.
I can't wait to see that damn movie. That is going to be so good.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I want to watch it in my underwear, on my couch, and just rewind it as many times as I want. I'm not going to see it in person.
Yeah, I have seen every one of them in the theaters, so I definitely go and plan on seeing. Actually, I think we're going to go see it tomorrow.
Well, good for you. I'm not. That movie is
Still
like
going to Jacksonville?
Yes, I am. That movie is probably the best configuration of two of my favorite superheroes of all times. You have Deadpool and Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine. Because if you recast
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, if you recast Wolverine with anybody but Hugh Jackman, I'm probably not going to fucking watch it. Because I've grown up with him, and I love him. Whose balls do I have to fondle to get in my own movie? I remind, it rhymes with Wolverine. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one for sure.
I could go into like the whole 45-minute nerding rant of why that movie exists, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Hawk Tuah girl.
Man.
This is all you, man. See, my problem is I heard that thing like a month before it became big.
Yeah.
So, like, I heard it on TikTok in passing, and I was like, that girl knows what the fuck to do. Like, cool. She knows how to get a guy's rocks off for sure. And that was it.
Yeah.
And then a month later, my
She's famous.
shit was blown up. Every single video had that damn sound clip in it. And I can't stand her.
Yeah, I mean, they overplayed it so much to the point where it was like, okay, this is annoying. But this is not a topic about what she did. It's a topic about what people are saying now. So I've been somehow I ended up down a rabbit hole of watching this girl and her interviews and podcasts that she's been on because I'm just interested in, we deal with analytics all the time. I want to know how the fuck she became famous. So I'm just kind of like learning things vicariously through this experience with her. But one of the things that I figured out is that people are very upset with her because they're like, oh, she's just a 15 minutes worth of fame person and I have to work 6 weeks to make $5,000 and this girl just says something on the internet and becomes famous. It's like, this is fucking stupid.
That's literally everybody. Everybody on the internet. That's how
it happens.
Videos go viral. Shit
happens. It's okay. Think of your most favorite comedian you've ever had in your life. Who is it?
My favorite, I would have to say, I have two.
Okay.
So it would either be Cat Williams or Bert Kreischer.
Okay.
Bert Kreischer is hilarious.
Bert Kreischer is a perfect example. That man, for a very, very long time, only in the last like maybe 6 or 7 years, became super famous, right? Because he did a Netflix special, but he was different than every other Netflix special before. You want to know how? He was shirtless.
He was a fat guy that was shirtless.
And he didn't give a fuck.
And the machine story is what got him like the most viewed. Like that was the first thing that I heard from him, and that was an awesome story.
Right. One joke can send a comedian viral and make them super famous. This girl says one funny joke on the internet, haha funny, and she becomes famous. There's no fucking difference. For the people that are like trying to like fame shame her, you guys are fucking retards. Try something on the internet. Go write a book or something. I'm telling you, from somebody who literally is trying to become popular on a social media platform, fuck you. It's not hard. Try it. Try to make it happen. Because the one part that's really fucking hard about it is actually getting to the point where people want to watch your shit.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
When you post up so much stuff and you see between 2 and 20 views,
hours and hours of time spent on the storyboarding, the creation, the videos, the actual editing, the fucking sounds, the thumbnails. I mean, dude, we've spent
just to get 20 people to watch it, and 5 of those views are
in your friends.
And yeah, a good majority of them are your friends.
Like eat a dick, dude. It's hard to it's hard.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that we kind of chose the most uphill battle of all categories on the internet to try to shoot for.
Yeah, but it's
still hard.
A passion.
It's still hard. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's still people that started, and you don't get grandfathered in. So, you know, for people that don't know, the terms of service that YouTube creates is all ever changing. And the people that have been doing this for 10, 8, 5, even a year don't get grandfathered in. So like people like Demolition Ranch, Brandon Herrera, Applied Ballistics.
Hitchcock 45 had that whole thing where he was going, his channel almost got deleted.
Yeah, because he did something that YouTube didn't like. And it's like we chose a category that we are on a thin wire that can get cut at any time, where someone who's a YouTube admin can watch our video and go, no. We don't like you screwing on a suppressor on a gun, even though it's like screwing a light bulb into a socket. Male and female threads equal screwed on. Like and we can get our whole channel deleted instantly with no appeal.
And the chance to be monetized over gun videos
is hard.
Is like next to impossible because they don't want to monetize that.
That's why
which is why we have to venture out into multiple things. Like originally when we had talked about the whole YouTube thing, we were getting it set up, we were trying to do a diverse YouTube channel, and then our buddy kept saying, well, the algorithm is not going to know where to place you because you have all these different videos catering to different people. But my thought on that was, fuck the algorithm.
We're going to do it anyway.
We're going to have multiple different videos because if one of them hits on one side or the other,
we know where we're going.
We can run with it. Or we can continue doing both to where we're on both, and if they decide they want to cut everything gun-related, then we just move over to our track days, or we move over to gaming like we're now venturing into.
The gaming portion of it is mostly just to see what people want to watch and stuff like that. It's kind of like seeing it's a it's taking R&D and putting it in the physical form to see if it actually is going to work.
Yeah, and it's also a harmless category.
Correct.
It's a category that will never get shut down unless you're playing something like Beat Saber in VR where there's copyrighted music. Because I got a strike on my Facebook page for streaming a Facebook game.
Right.
That plays their music onto their platform.
Yeah, that he paid for and owns a technical license for.
Like during COVID, I was playing Beat Saber, and whenever I had COVID, the first time, well, I guess it would be the second time because I got COVID the first time going through before it was actually talked about. But the second time I got it, which was like mid the next year or something, I was stuck at home for 2 weeks, and I was streaming Beat Saber onto Facebook, and they were like, they pulled it down. They were like, "Hey, you do this, your account will be banned." And I'm like, "That's craziness." Yeah. So if it isn't any kind of games where it plays music, then it's a safe bet to do, and people like watching gaming videos, you know, streaming and all that other stuff. I know that I've been collecting some followers on Twitch and stuff. And they're not friends, like they're completely
it's all organic. All organic growth.
Organic. I only have one friend. I don't even think you follow my shit.
No, I did. I'm one of them. I did, but that was from the Idiotically Armed page.
Okay, then I might have a couple more on there.
But
most of the followers I have on Twitch are completely organic, just people who saw me fucking murking kids in Warzone or in hardcore multiplayer.
So to end this illustrious episode, other than the fact that I've said it once and I'll say it again, please, for the love of God, listen to this on Spotify. Go to Patreon and give us, I don't give a shit, $1. $1. If you'll give a bum $1.
I won't give a bum $1.
We're not going to get into that, but people will give children on the side of the road $1 or adults on the side of the road $1. I'm a content creator that is trying to give you something funny, haha, to listen to every week. Give me $1. That's all I'm asking. But the Olympics just started yesterday, I think. Yesterday was the start of the Olympics, and one of the runners I found was very funny for the Olympic flame. Wouldn't guess who the fuck it was a day in my life unless I saw it in person.
We had a house full of people earlier, and none of us guessed the right thing.
I said, listen, there was a guy on the Olympics who ran the torch. I said, guess who he is? He's a gangster. He likes to smoke, and he likes to cook on TV with white women. Zach's like, I don't know. I don't know who you guessed. I don't.
You didn't specify. Gangster, white women, all of that. You said white woman after we had already taken a few guesses, but I said like Chris Hart, Cat Williams.
Chris Hart?
Yeah.
Chris Hart.
Chris.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Chris Rock.
Rock.
There was a guy from Rush Hour. Forgot his name. Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, yeah. And I was like, nope. It was good old Uncle Snoop Dogg. Uncle Snoop running through Paris like a pimp, G-walking.
Knows he wasn't running.
No, he was pimp walking. I would have been, would have been great just before he passed the torch off to the next runner if he just pulled a blunt out of his pocket and just lit that shit up and was like,
nah, I got part of the Olympic torch in
bitch. I smoked this Olympic shit. Like, smoke this for Athens. Like, some shit. Been a great end of that. And that would have been awesome. But episode 3 has come to an end. Thank you for listening to Idiotically Armed, Armed and Dangerous. Listen to this on Spotify. Find us on YouTube. Go ahead and give us a like. Follow our link tree to find all of our things there. And again, check back within, I don't know, a week. Go follow us on social media, Instagram, Idiotically Armed. Obviously, you'll find us there. Twitter, not there. TikTok, yes. And that's about it. I don't fuck with Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook sucks. Twitter
Facebook's
sucks.
More of a graveyard than it is an actual social media platform.
I don't want to be anywhere where they're going to try to censor what you say.
Yeah, fuck that shit. But
except YouTube.
Again, every Saturday we'll have an episode up, and every Thursday there will be a Q&A for the following episode. So please give us something to talk about because your questions are actually valid.
Please don't make the questions dumb for the love of God.
For the love of God, if you ask me some
actual good topics to talk about, and Javi,
what the fuck,
will you
man?
live on Mars?
No, but to the guy who asked me a bunch of explicit X-rated questions that are stupid, this is supposed to be...
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, dude. PG-13, rated R is like the maximum we'll go, like swear words, but I'm not going to tell you whether or not I'm going to do this to myself or that to myself.
Yeah.
Ask me a real question.
That guy's a real cunt.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week, Saturday. See you. Bye.